Welcome back, everybody, to Medieval Dynasty. I'm the Bearded OG, and in this episode, our main goal is to get going with some sheep. But before we do that, I want to just kind of go over a couple things with everybody. First of all, I have some really weird problems that, I have two problems in particular that I think are bugs. So the first one is that... Okay, hold on a second. This is... Okay, no, this one's fine. I mean, it's out of logs, but I mean, it's working correctly. I had a bug earlier, and I think I even showed this in the last episode. When I first started the game, it was saying that there weren't any resources for the herbalist hut, but the herbalist hut in the springtime is just gathering, it's not making anything. But that error has gone away. So I think we're okay there. But I have this one here where it says there's no animals in the pigsty, but that's not true. I've got 3 pigs assigned to the pigsty, or to pigsty 1, LT1 to be precise. I don't have a worker, that is true. I'm just gathering the manure and feeding them myself until the field work is done. But I don't know why it says there's no animals, because that's obviously not true. And I went over there and looked, and the pigs are indeed over there. So that's weird. And then, let's see, we have... This actually isn't a problem. It's just saying there isn't cabbage to make pottage. But they are making stew, mushroom soup, and flatbread. So they're okay. I'm not worried about that. And then the services is also okay. I currently don't have a worker assigned to that stall because... that worker is working in the field. So really the only thing now that doesn't make sense to me, and it seems to be bugged, is that it says there's no pigs in the first pigsty, which there are. So hopefully that clears itself up or something. I don't know. So the other thing I want to show you is that, well, a couple things. I decided not to fix this field here. This field, instead of being a 10 by 15, it's a 9 by 15. And I didn't mean to do it that way initially, but I did. And other things have been set in motion since then to where I just don't want to change it. The reason for that is because our new poppy field here lines up perfectly with this field. And I can't extend this poppy field one more this way because this shed's in the way. I could if I wanted to move the shed, but I kind of don't want to move the shed. So I decided, screw it. I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. And then, you know, over on this side, we'll either put a smaller, you know, or another field of some sort that'll be a little smaller. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll just do our orchards over here and potentially not go that way at all. We'll see. But anyway, so there's that. And then I was going to extend this field to a 75 field, but I couldn't do 75 because of the way, you know, that it works. So this is now an 80 square field, which is fine. And this is our onion field, among other things. And of course I haven't, it needs to be grubbed up, which I'm going to actually do myself because all the other 4 workers are doing other things in the field right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to work on this myself, start grubbing. And then once this is ready to go, I'll probably just do this whole entire field myself unless some of them are ready to come and help me. And what we're going to do, of course, is plant onions in this field. And then after that, we will go get ourselves... well, first of all, we have to build the sheep pen? What do they call a... What do they call a sheep? Is it a sty? No, that's a pigsty. It'll probably tell us right here. So, no, we want to go to here. Fold. Yeah, fold. Right. I knew that. So we're going to set up our sheep fold. And the plan is to put that right here in this area. And then we'll go buy ourselves some sheep and we'll start getting into the wool business, which should be pretty lucrative for us. If you did not catch the last episode, I did go around and check everybody in all villages, and, you know, we hired the people that were good enough to hire, but there wasn't as many. So we're still short a few workers, and we'll be short even more workers once we get the fold going. So hopefully when summer rolls around, we'll be able to find some better people. If I still have the same problem in the summer, in other words, specifically not enough males to balance out the females according to our houses, and I'm just going to build some more houses and keep hiring more females, because you know, it's holding me up too much. And if we just end up having more women than men, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing either, because, you know, then we can go ahead and let some of the women become pregnant while we still have others, you know, to do work. And, you know, we do want to do that eventually, because what happens, you know, from what I understand, I haven't experienced this myself yet, but what happens is that the children that are born in your village, you can, you know, once they start to grow up, you can make them apprentices, and they will, you know, once they completely mature and turn into adults, they'll have pretty high skill levels that they, you know, because they learned those things as an apprentice. At least higher than anybody we can just simply hire, you know, straight up like we've been doing. So it is worth doing. It's just that we have to make sure we can support, you know, that many mouths, because if you don't know, when a woman has a baby in this game, it adds the baby to the population, so you have another mouth to feed, and the woman herself stops working for 2 years. So now you have 2 mouths to feed, and they're not contributing, not directly anyways, at that moment, they're not contributing to the village. They are definitely contributing to the long-term welfare of the village, for sure, but just not at that, you know, not at that moment. So, and that's fine. It's just part of the whole management aspect of the game, right? You have to make sure that you regulate that, I guess is the word, so that you can support everybody. Right. So, right. So this field now is grubbed up. So what I'm going to do is fertilize it and then till it and then plant onion seeds. And when I get all of that done, I'll bring you guys back and we'll do the sheep thing. All right, guys, it is the next day and I finished planting the onion field. So what we're going to do now is go get our sheep fold built, and then we're going to go buy some sheep. So yeah, I think the plan is to just put that on this side of the horse stables. And then after that, you know, I've heard that arrows can be lucrative. And so that being the case, we might want to also do geese too, because geese are a lot better at producing feathers than chickens are. Speaking of chickens, I did make some scrambled eggs with mushrooms. Let's have some for breakfast. It's good stuff to have for breakfast. You know, with the first batch of eggs that I gathered. Do we still have that that weird error about the pigs? Nope, it's gone. That is weird. That's got to be a bug. I don't understand why that would have happened. Production is fine because it's just waiting for cabbage. Extraction is waiting for more logs. This woodshed is full-time logs. That's all it does. It's 100% logs. But apparently it can't keep up with the other one. So maybe what we ought to do here is let's bump firewood back down a little more because we don't need it as much as we did. And let's maybe bring planks down to 50. And then these guys can get some logs too. Just to see if we can get that to normalize there. Okay. So yeah, I got the onion field all ready to go, so it's good. There's only 2 fields left that our workers have to do. They've got to fertilize and till these 2 fields and then get them planted. I think this one is all... Oh no, this one needs to be planted too. They started with it, but they haven't finished it. You know, that's another thing maybe we could do, is extend the flax field out to that section there. Because, you know, I ran out of flax, but that's in part due to the fact that I made a bunch of hats and shirts or whatever it was that we did with it. And, you know, I definitely want to hang on to some of it year round because we need linen. Well, not so much linen. We had linen, but we needed linen thread for things, and I didn't have any. Yeah, you know what? I kind of, now the more that I think about that, the more I like that idea. And then we'll do orchards up here. And, you know, you guys have pointed out to me in the comments, too, that, that orchards take 2 years to grow. So, we really should get going on those ASAP. I might do that, too. We'll see. But let's just do this. Let's just quickly turn this into another flax field. I should have plenty of seeds. So we'll go here. We want that to... Oh, we need to bring that out one more. There. We'll run this back to here. That's as far as we can go with it. And... right. Okay, so let's go to here and... we'll go to fields, field 7. We're going to call this, actually, hold on. This is south. Okay, so this will be the south flax field. And it will also do cabbage after flax. I didn't put rye in any of the names because all of these fields will be doing rye in the winter. So I'm not going to put it in there because then it's too much, too much text. Okay, so let's go to here. And in the springtime, you will plant flax. Okay, and then in the summer, you will plant cabbage. We got some, we got some good crop rotation going on too, so that's always a good thing. All right, and then in the fall, you will plant rye. Okay, so that should set that field up. Let's double check it. So spring is plant, spring will be in the following year, harvest rye, plant or sow flax. And then in the summer, harvest flax, sow cabbage. In the fall, harvest cabbage, sow rye. Rye grows over the winter, and then wash, rinse, repeat. Perfect. Oh, by the way, I got skills too. In extraction. We have 1 point for extraction. What is this? Faster tree cutting, faster mining, slower standard consumption during extraction activities, slower durability loss on axes, slower durability loss on pickaxes and shovels. I'll still probably do some mining myself, maybe, probably. So yeah, let's go with that. So our pickaxe lasts longer. All right, so this field is set. I like that plan. I do indeed. And we'll just let everybody continue, doing their thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves a sheepfold going. What does the goose house look like? Okay, so it's a little bit, well, no, it's about the same size as the chicken coop, isn't it? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we're not going to do that right now, but I just wanted to see, right? Okay, so we'll go here and sheepfold. Okay, so all of these houses are pretty much lined up with each other. So this is going to be another... Oh no, okay, so it only has one entrance. That means we want to push it back then. Okay, so what we could do then is line it up with... We could line the back of it up with this fence here. Like that. Okay, so let's see if we can get that as straight as possible. Okay, the terrain is too uneven to build. Alright, what if we then bring it forward to... Go back this way. Right about there. And then kind of bump it up against that fence. Make sure we're facing... Well, I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's perfectly square is the thing. Because I tilted it. Or I'm sorry, pivoted it. Rotated, whatever. Let's just put that down. It's hard to say for sure. I mean, it seems pretty square, I guess. There is, okay, yeah, let's... Well, the thing is, if I don't get it right, then I lose half the materials. I don't like the fact that it's so high up either, but that's kind of more a feature of the terrain. I suppose we could bring it forward a little bit. I mean, the sheep are going to need a fair amount of room. Maybe we could bring the edge of this ramp even with this seam in the fence here. Okay, so let's take that down. Now this way, doing it this way, we can face due north on the compass, and then we'll know that it's better lined up. And then about right there. I mean, it's still really high up in the air, but we can't really do anything about that. It's just the way the terrain is. So we're going to live with it. I guess I was a little even further forward than that. But yeah, hopefully that's enough room for them. I mean, it doesn't actually matter. I'm just trying to be realistic, you know. Okay, so we're too far away from storage to magic pull, so I'm just going to go pick up 10 stones off the ground for the foundation to start with. Okay, let's do the foundation. We're going to need 6 logs. Okay. Let's just go cut some trees down because we're kind of short on logs. And we probably have some boar over here that we got to deal with too. I don't think I've taken the boar out for the summer. Sorry, spring. This is usually the area that they hang out in. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you we've broken that spawn. Well, maybe not. We might end up doing that with the sheepfold, though. Alright, we got this guy, but he's facing the wrong direction. Shit. Well, he's not facing the wrong direction now. Alright, come at me, bro. Alright, let's get reloaded, because there's usually 3 in this spawn. Been pretty consistently 3. But that doesn't mean there's always going to be 3. I hear more oinking, though. Yeah, right there. Okay, and then the other one's over there. Okay, that takes care of our springtime boar hunt. Okay, let's do the logs. And then we're going to need sticks and logs. Looks like this is going to be a wattle building. I wonder why we don't have tier 2 versions of the animal buildings. That's going to be straw and logs. Alright. I'll go get the rest of the stuff and I'll bring you guys back when we're done. Okay. And we now have a sheepfold. Cool. We will do the fence. I think we should give them a little more room than just this narrow strip. I do. So, I think what we'll do is... no, not that. Go to fencing. Fences. And what we'll do is we'll start this right here. And, I don't know, let's go out to, say, here. And then we'll strafe over to... about here. I don't think that's probably not straight. Can I bring my... Okay, yeah. It's just really dark out with all this rain. It's a very rainy day. Let's do the usual here where we temporarily plant a field or map out a field so we have it to line up on. It's one of the best ways in the game anyways to line something up according to, because it's always on the cardinal directions. Okay, that's pretty good there. Now, let's put the sheep gate in next. And we'll face north, line that up, and put it right there. And then the rest of it should be pretty easy to do. Oh. Damn it. That's not what I meant to do. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll need to get the sticks for it, but I'll do that later. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up another batch of manure here, and then sleep. And then in the morning, we will go get ourselves some sheep. How did folks do over here? I wasn't even really paying too much attention. Didn't make a whole lot more progress here. Well, no, they did, actually. This is all fertilized now. This hadn't been fertilized in the morning, so they did make progress. And they haven't... yeah, and they actually did all this grubbing and fertilizing over here, too. That's interesting how the game or the AI prioritizes stuff. You'd think they would have continued working on what they had started first, but I guess it doesn't matter in the long run as long as it all gets done, right? Okay, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Onward.
All right, guys, we are in Baranaka, and this is where we get the sheep. So let's see what we can do. We have 4 adult sheep, 2 rams, and 2 ewes. There's another ewe there as well. Okay, you're 901, you're 901. It doesn't tell me what the ages are of these guys. So let's buy, oh. Does it tell me? Nope, it didn't. Okay. So let's just have 1 ram. And let's buy... two ewes. Should we get 3 ewes? Yeah, let's get 3 ewes, and then we'll leave a oh, you know what though? Hold on a sec. Oh, we got lots of room for sheep. Okay. Let's buy everything then. Since we can. Yeah, I guess we could have 2 rams. You can share rams too, so it doesn't matter. We've got plenty of coins, so we might as well just buy them all. That way the whole fam stays together. You agree? I think Rowdy agrees. Is there anything we want to buy from you?
Want to see my wares?
No, we can make those. Iron, manure, wool. Nope, I don't think so. Okay.
Have a nice day.
You have a nice day too. All right, we are now in the sheep business. So now what we need to do is Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go into summer. Oh, our guy's hungry here. Let's have some scrambled eggs and some flatbread. I'm gonna go into summer and do the rounds again, you know, looking for more peeps. And like I said, if I can't find an even number of men to women after doing that, I'm just gonna build more houses and keep hiring more women, just so we have everybody that we need. If I can get an even balance of men to women, then we'll do the rotation thing that I had talked about several episodes ago. I'm just gonna take the wagon back because I can afford to. Where did he go?
How do you do?
I need a ride. Back to Denica. Whoop. What? Yeah, let's go. So yeah, we'll we'll rotate them so we don't have a baby boom. But like I've said, you know, we will eventually allow them to start having children. It's just, you know, it's got to be the right time and we got to be ready to do it.
Onward.
Which is very unrealistic because babies tend to come in real life whenever babies tend to come. And you deal with it, right? But since we do have the ability to control that somewhat, we shall do so. Okay, so let's see. Let's go take a look at our sheep here. They probably can be sheared right now, I would think, right? The adults. Yeah, let's, do I have shears? If not, I can make them. Let's go see if we have any shears. We'll have to, make the shears, have a supply of them, of course, when we assign a worker to the place. Oh, we need to get some feed. Yeah, we need to get them some feed, too. So, let's just grab 100-ish. And yeah, I've got some bronze shearing scissors, so let's grab those. We got the cow shed. All right. That's going to really open up some opportunities for us money making wise. Before I do the sheep shearing, did I need to replenish the feed in one of these places? Oh, maybe not. I guess it's okay. Maybe I was just thinking I needed to stock up the feed in the fold, which I do. Hi, sheep. Okay, so let's fill this up. Beautiful. Look at the little lambs. Nice. Okay, so I've never used the shears before. Let's try this out and see what happens. So we'll put that in slot 8. So, shear. Whoa. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. We got 7 wool. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, this is weird, man. I wonder if it's because they're too close together, maybe? Does it always do this? This seems a little buggy. I mean, it's working. We're getting the wool. It's just visually doesn't seem to be working the way it should. Okay, so I think that shear. Oh no, you need to be sheared too. There we go. Okay, so that gives us a total of 36 wool. Beautiful. Right, okay, so next on the agenda, orchards and the cows. What we might end up doing with the cows is having this whole area just be one big-ass cow pasture. And I don't know how many cows one building can support, but I really want to go ham on the cows because then we can, then we have the cheese, the milk, and then we can make the cheese, and cheese is some of the best food. What the hell? guys walking weird. Cheese is some of the best food in the game, both for us and I would imagine for selling too. So we want to get into that. Plus we need, you know, milk and cheese for some of the really high-end other foods too as an ingredient. So my tentative plan is from here out to the road-ish, more or less. And from here, you know, maybe... Well, it starts to get kind of steep here, so we'll probably stay mostly down in the flatter area. Have a big cow pasture. And then, you know, maybe we'll have one to two cow barns, depending upon how many we can fit in one. I mean, man, we could put a hell of a lot of sheep in this fold. So that's kind of cool. And then, like I said, orchards. So, if we go over here, I gotta finish building out that fence. I believe I have all seeds, seedlings, and all that in the shed here. So we've got 2 cherry, we got 5 hop, 3 plum. Is there apple too? Probably. All right, let's go knowledge. Oh, yeah, technology. That's the cowshed. Okay, let's go crafting. We got pears, apples, plums, cherries, and hop. I think those are the 5. So those are 5 plants. So we'll need 5 orchards if we want to grow all of that, which I'm pretty sure we do. Rumor has it that the plum and the cherries are the most lucrative because then you can use them to make the tarts and the wine, which sells for a hell of a lot of money. But I'd like to do everything just to do it, you know? So then the question is, you know, how big do these orchards need to be? I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure how much they'll produce, but my tentative plan, as it has been all along, to basically do the orchards, you know, kind of up on this hill. We probably wouldn't go any further than the end of the fields. However, this is kind of a nice flat area back here, so we might go back further. And we might have some trouble in this area with the stone. We'll have to see what the game allows us to do. And then also, you know, some orchards and stuff down in through here too. I want to keep this whole strip here though open for stalls, because we're gonna, you know, when it's all said and done, we're gonna have a lot more market stalls than just what we have here. That's the plan. Okay, yeah, so next episode, guys, orchards, cows. That's what we're gonna be working on. So I think we're gonna wrap up today's episode here. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll catch you all in the next episode. Okay, let's get Rastimer turned around so he's facing the sun, and then we can have him do a friendly, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Okay, see ya. Bye.